That's to me the thing about early access is I don't want to shell out to essentially test a ship or have a tech tree ship as a premium ship, but other people do, and that's fine. There's arguments for and against, but this line I want to play. I want to play. I want to enjoy. And now there's even an Azure Lane version of the Tier 7, which is fun because now you've got a premium version of the tech tree ship at Tier 7 that you can put loot yens on if you don't have them on Schlieffen. If you do have them on Schlieffen, even better because now you've got the same one. Edgar Allan Poe, really? Wow.
Uh,
Interesting.
yeah, about that whole thing, I don't like the Azure Lane versions of Tech Tree ships.
I
It's just
understand, but hey,
it's
it's
stupid.
a
Why are you paying money for a free ship that you have to do a little grinding for? That's just
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on I'm a community contributor. I get the ship automatically. If I didn't, I wouldn't pay out for it, right? I wouldn't pay out for a lot of these ships, frankly. But the nice thing is, if you really love the Schlieffen line, you have a Tier 7 premium version of the Schlieffen line that you can play whenever the hell you want with whatever the hell captain you want. That's really sexy, frankly, because that's a trainer for all of the captains of that line. You can train up your captain on the Zeton with the same build, and the Ruprecht with the same build, right? And so, let's say you get Lutjens at tier 10, throw them on the Schlieffen, throw them on the Azure Lane version, profit. You know, get a daily win in it every day. That's kind of sexy. Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Anyway, let's take a look at your Schlieffen game, shall we?
hmm
So, for those of you not in the know, maybe you've been living under a desk or something for the past year and a half. Schlieffen is one of the most fun ships in this game. At tier 10, she's a battle cruiser. She's got torpedoes. She's got German-ish hydro because it reaches 5.5 kilometer instead of 6 kilometer. Oh, the horror, half a kilometer difference. She's got speed. Her main battery at 420 millimeter packs a punch. The biggest disadvantage she has is essentially the armor scheme and the fact that she has a limited number of DCP charges, which means that you have to be really judicious about when you use the DCP. If you're the kind of person that DCP's one fire, yeah, you're not gonna like the Schlieffen because you're gonna run through DCPs and then you're gonna take maximum fire or flood forever. So keep that in mind. There are some negatives of the Schlieffen as well, but she is one of the most fun ships you can have in the game because she's a very secondary spec ship. She's God's gift to co-op battleship players. That's true. Run it down the bots' throats. Glory in the slaughter. She's great in co-op. If there's a operation that uses tier 10, do it. Ranked battle, she's hella fun. You can do it in clan battles. You can do it in random battles. I've even seen some people using Schlieffen in brawls. I mean, Schlieffen line is a fantastic line to work up. If you are new to the game and you're looking for a battleship line to start with, I start with this. You get the torps, you get the hydro, you get the guns, you get the secondaries, you get the speed. The only thing you don't get is the armor, but frankly, that doesn't matter much in this game, sadly. All right, let's talk about your build then, Cthulhu. Or sorry, Cthulhu is down there. Big O. So you've gone with main armaments mod 1. I'm guessing that's to keep your torpedoes alive.
hmm
Schlieffen and the entire line is notorious for losing torpedoes early, quickly in the game. So this helps keep your torpedoes alive and well. Damage control. You're not going to lose your engine rudder much. Secondary battery, fine. Steering gears is fine because if you always move around at full speed and don't ever slow down, that gets your rudder shift time to just under 13 seconds, which is very sexy. Without it, it's 16. I always recommend you want sub 15 seconds for a battleship. So this is 9. The instant the line released, you ground straight up. Yeah, I know a lot of people that did, myself as well included. You got concealment, and then you finish with auxiliary armaments. Now, there's a lot of people that will go for the auxiliary armaments here, because for Schlieffen line especially, or specifically, the secondaries do quite a bit of talking. So you have to decide which of those two is more important to you, main armaments or auxiliary. It comes down to, do you want to use your torpedoes or do you really not care about your torpedoes? You have to decide. That's a personal choice. Putting that out there. Lutyens? Big O? Yeah, are you using Lutyens?
Standard. Sorry,
Standard. Okay. Where's your Lutyens?
Bismarck.
Bismarck. Why?
Because he's not trained up for this line. He's not spec'd for this line.
So if I had the ability to throw Lutyens anywhere in the German tech trees out there, I would throw them on the Schlieffen. I currently have them on Z52 because the Z52 was available and out before the German battle cruiser line. But Lutyens is so helpful on this line. Why? So you've got your preventative maintenance, you've got all your secondaries. Lutyens buffs your secondaries, and more importantly, Lutyens has the increased protection of your modules, 15%, if I remember right. Instead of 30%, it's 45. Yes, it is. And then instead of 15% for your secondaries and anti-air, it's 20%. It's so sexy. So if I could do it all over again, and hell, maybe I should do it at some point anyway, I'm putting Lutyens on the Schlieffen line. Because of just that alone helps your torpedoes stay alive, helps your secondaries, helps your anti-air. Most importantly, helps your secondaries and torpedoes. And of course, then there's the talents too, right? The secondary proc, even the main battery if you get enough games and battles, and even the heal if you happen to spot enough ships. All right, so besides that, you've gone for IFHE, long-range secondaries, manual secondaries, adrenaline rush, emergency repair, and concealment. This is the Schlieffen build. Now, you might say, why wouldn't you go fire prevention? Here's the thing about Schlieffen. Remember I said that there's a limited number of DCP charges? Emergency Repair Expert gives you one additional charge of Repair Party, which for the Schlieffen is very important. It also gives you 10% action time for your damage control party and your Repair Party consumables. So this is very helpful in keeping the Schlieffen alive. Yes, you're going to burn more, but you're going to have one extra DCP, and these are fast recharge DCPs. So it kind of evens out in the end. For flags, you've got secondaries, ramming, anti-det, and hydro. Ramming is cheap. I would always put ramming on these ships. Now, you are trying to conserve flags, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Other ones, of course, speed, consumable reload would be the next ones I'd go for. Heal and fire reduction would be good as well. Okay, cool. You'll note, too, that with IFHE, by the way, is necessary. Here it is. IFHE is very necessary because your secondaries...
1026 without it, 32 with it, and that's the 105s, not the 150s.
Correct. You need the 105 millimeter guns to penetrate 32 millimeters of armor. Without IFHE, I'm gonna just turn it off. Hold on, I have to turn all these off. Without it, it's 26. Correct. You will pen 32 millimeters with your 150s stock. There's the 38 millimeter pen, but the thing is, you want both of yours to penetrate. And frankly, the 105s are the spammier guns. You've got more of them. So you need IFHE on this line. Put that out there.
Or the ships are riddled with them, especially from Heinrich Gott.
Yep. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Let's see here. These are 105s. 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 Do you see where I'm going with this? Right?
Every deck-mounted gun is a 105. Every...
Yes.
All the other
Base
ones are
mate.
150s.
These are
Base mate,
150s. Yeah, these are the 150s right there. Okay? So you've got two 150 turrets. Oh, look, there's another 105 in the rear. So you don't have that many 150s. But that's why IFHE is so important on this line of ships. All right, Schlieffen.
Awaiting instructions.
Schlieffen. Now, this is a random battle. Oh, look, there's a Satsuma, which you don't like because he can pen your armor pretty easily if you're broadside.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Bungo and Wisconsin are also, frankly, problems if you're show broadside to them. Preußen. So here's the thing about Preußen. You're not going to penetrate it that well, but it's also... It's probably a bigger problem for you than him, right? Because he can penetrate your armor, can't he? Your bow and stern. I can't remember what the bow and stern armor is on the Schlieffen off the top of my head. I thought it was like 27.
20, yeah, 27, maybe.
Yeah, so,
maybe
so
less.
he can pen your bow and stern, but you, I don't think, can pen the Preußen's bow and stern. I could have sworn that this is, well, these are 32 front bow and stern, so you can penetrate, but you can't penetrate the deck armor. Anyway, then you got the Colombo. Mujing is your food. Salem, Petro, Venezia are your food.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Ragnar is a special something else. Fletcher is your food. And Gato, it can be problematic for you. You have to close to him, essentially. Why are
Okay,
we
so
heading...
you're. I was just about to answer that. I was responding to a text when that Salem popped up.
Don't text and drive. All right, you got a Salem. If you're lucky, he's going to turn out. Looks like he's not. I would put the secondaries on either the Salem or the Ragnar and Seacap. Just click them right now so that they can fire off and start doing their thing. Now, note that by shooting, you're no longer stealth secondarying the Ragnar, but good damage on the Salem. Okay, that's fine. Still, I control click on the Ragnar just to get the bonus in the secondary accuracy. There's the click.
All stations reporting the position of
I'd have my main guns on the Ragnar too. Ragnar is that important of a ship that I just want it dead. I don't want it to live. I will shoot it with everything until it's dead. Plain and simple. One of the biggest pains in the butt destroyers to deal with. It's got heal, it's got radar, and it's got good armor plating to the point where you'd be concerned about your own secondaries doing penetrating damage. I don't remember if it's 50mm armor or like 35 or something. Either way, just kill it and be done with it. There you go. Okay, well, 2 of theirs down to 1 of yours. That's nice.
Capture that area. Roger.
Suicide, yeah, badly played Ragnar. It did get the kill on the, what is it, Shimakaze, so there's that.
I think that was the Moines 20.
For the Salem, yeah, it probably was.
Yeah,
But-
Salem's weird.
But it could have been Ragnar radar that enabled the kill. Either way, be glad that that Ragnar didn't take advantage and died as easily as he did, right? All right, now, you've played Schlieffen enough. Do you luck chuck Torps right away, or do you wait till you get closer?
I usually wait till I get closer, unless there's like a match with a lot of deities on it.
Okay. You are concealed. Now, I want to point out 12.6 concealment, 12.5 secondaries. So if you basically are detected by another ship that you can spot at your detection range, your secondaries are going off. Just so fun on this ship. That's part of what makes the ship line great. And Colombo, you don't care. I would be concerned. Petro was last seen heading this way. I'd be concerned about Petro on the side. Bungo, Satsuma, Preußen, whatever. No, don't worry, you're fine. You're fine. I was worried about you for I was gonna check in on you after the stream was done. As you can imagine, I'm busy. And I know you are too. It's okay. I was worried that Bo paid you off to like not cast with me or something. Considering how he and Stats banded together to take Zatlandia down.
Requesting fire on the
I was gonna ask you about that. Half joking, half serious, you know? Stop being busy, let Big O take over. There you go. Now, you're gonna get the heat, you're gonna get the cap here. What's the range? Why don't I have Hydro up? There we go. That's the range of your Hydro. You could try to Hydro to capture the Columbo within Hydro range so you know what he's doing. You might do that. There's the Hydro. It's like you're listening to me.
Mm-hmm.
Columbo, alright, is like... He's turning and running from you. He's like going this way. I wouldn't torpedo yet. But you did. Okay.
All forces, capture that area.
Heal time? Now he's got sap, and sap could do bad things to you, right? Why aren't you shooting your guns at him yet?
Oh, I was just enjoying the secondary fun.
Fire the guns, then enjoy it while they reload. My recommendation. Oh, did I mention that the last turret is a 360-degree turret and therefore can rotate easily? Oh my god, this is such a great ship. You're just playing with your food at this point. Look at this. Look at the team. You're down a ship. Stop playing with your food. Just kill him. Also aim lower. You aimed at the turret. Aim. Hey, look, there's a Bismarck song. You want to hit him on the stern or the bow at this point because he's showing he's not giving you an angle.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Okay, so what I'm talking about, guys, is you want to aim for this part, this section. Now, as he sails away, this section may appear where Big O is shooting. You gotta know the ship enough to kind of get an idea of where it's gonna hit. Let's take a look. Here's the shots. And you hit into the superstructure and upper belt. And you got pens and overpens, so that's good. You don't understand why he won't shoot the main guns? He's playing with his food and enjoying his secondaries.
Capture that area.
But, like I said, he's, now it's tied up. Still.
260, 270, 280, and counting.
280, what are you talking about, 280?
The secondary count.
Oh. You're trying to proc Luyens, that's what you're doing. It's gonna cost you a lot of HP to do that, though.
Battleship destroyed.
What a rewarding ship. Press W and let the game play itself. I mean, it can be raining. Did you proc Luyens?
I don't have Luyens. That's
Oh, that's right.
Optimus Prime.
I'm sorry. I forgot. This is Megatron. If you've got a Transformers captain, Megatron is the German. Optimus Prime is Montana.
That's
Anyway.
Optimus Prime? My bad.
That's okay. See, this is the reason why Luyens is so good on Schlieffen. If you proc Luyens, oh, your secondaries are even better. You know. Raining, you never answered my question, by the way. Did you shell out for the Atlanta to take advantage of the operation, or did you not? You have one heal remaining. You did. Ah, you traded digital money for a digital ship. Okay. So you didn't pay anything for it, is what you're trying to say, right?
All stations.
Did you get any
requesting fire
real
on the
benefit out of it, or did they
All
nerf
stations,
the op before you
reporting
could
the
really
position of a strategic target.
rake in the free XP? I'm just curious. You know, I know you posted in the Discord you were considering it. And there's a very important reason, if you don't mind me mentioning it, rating. I was going to give that feedback on the CC Discord, that sometimes it's okay to have operations or whatever with insane XP earnings, because it encourages players, frankly, like you, to come back into the game and shell out for ships, whatever, and actually play the game. Anyway, back to the replay. Oh, look, the Satsuma's reversing. Cool. Chuta. Oh, it does. It has a ton of value in Tier 7 ranked, yep. Ranked bronze, it's insane. Nice kill. We still haven't seen the Petro in a long, long time. Or the Bungo, for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
I might consider hydroing here, simply because the Gato is the only torpedo ship you have to worry about. And the hydro might get you some vision on the outside of it. That being said, radar from the Petro tells you...
Radar.
Yep,
I
radar from the Petro
initially
tells you
thought
it's
he was
nearby.
around the corner of this island.
But he went in, which is great, because that means you get to play with the Bongo by yourself. Which is what you want.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's about to get real spicy too. I forgot to mention that.
I'm sure it is, because you're out of heals. Now, I don't know that I would be luck-chucking torps at the onset of this engagement, but low tier ranked is suffering. I mean, all ranked is suffering, Snow Mongoose.
I mean, with the amount of ships that are in that cap, and the fact that I'm covering mostly where they're at, I figured at least that those two were a good idea.
Did you notice the Bungo wasn't even looking at you? Dude, turn to the right here. This is your opportunity to actually go into a kiting away position. You're not using that. I would definitely do that, because then you've got the ability to slap the Bungo and kite away, and you're out of heals, so that's really important for you, I think. Instead, you're just going to go charging. Huh?
What's kiting? I don't know
my
what
God.
kiting is.
You funny.
Now, this is the part where I put a machine gun in each hand and just go...
Of course it is. Of course it is, because Venezia says, hey, shoot me. Bungo's moving forward, so torping on the white line isn't going to help.
That wasn't the Bungo's white line.
Oh. That's Venezia's white line?
Yeah.
You gotta pick somebody to shoot with your guns, dude. You're like going all over the place.
I'm like, who's cross-eyed? Who can I shoot?
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
290, 300.
And he torqued the Bungo. Of course he did.
Because I realized he either quit or disconnected.
Ah. Double Citadel on the Venezia? Are you kidding me? Game? Hello? Oh my god.
I trust my secondaries.
Well, now
Trust
imagine
in
if
the
you had...
secondaries.
If you imagine if you had Luyens right here. Right?
Oh yeah, it would have been
Close
nuttier.
quarters. Would have been really good here. Hiding is
that's
acquiring... What? Go ahead. Sorry.
There's your death pick.
There is my death pick, yeah. Put Luyens on the ship. With how much you play the ship and love it, like, put Luyens on the ship here. We'll take this death pick like this. Because then we've got the Venezia and the Wisconsin, like that.
Actually, you can get the Bungo in. I
No, I was
rewatched
just
the
thinking that
replay.
too. Just thinking that too. Smile for the camera, Bungo. Alright, we can do something like this. I can't zoom in like I was earlier. That's the only negative. But it's still pretty damn fun. Well, you had a good game. Other people on the enemy team did not. But hey.
Especially because I got into their spawn, and after I took down the Colombo, it was just basically free reign for me to do what I want.
Yep. Just imagine if you had Luyens on that. Oh. Can Luyens' secondaries proc more than once?
No,
Okay.
sadly. If it did,
I know, that's why I'm asking, right? That'd be fun. Anyway.
All forces, capture that area.
Any questions for me at all, Big O?
Mm-mm. I just wanted to share this because this was a fun match for me. And because I had also seen a lot of secondary Schlieffens hiding in the back when I was playing other ships.
Yeah.
That'd be far back on the A line and spawn and die in there and not using their secondaries. And you could tell when you zoom in on them, they got the secondary flags. Like, duh.
Fair enough. Let's get to the end result screen. You got high caliber, Kraken, close quarters, and a Confederate. 262,000 damage. Came in first place.
I trust my secondaries.
Yeah, I'm going to put for the title Secondary Trust just because that's a shorter title, but same idea.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Look how much damage they did.
Detailed report. Your secondaries did 137, so they did over half the damage you did total. Your torpedoes and main battery made up for the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
Note that you got 50,000 damage in fires as well, and your secondaries started those fires. So if you think about it, your secondaries did all the talking, and that's why I say Lutyens is so fantastic for Schlieffen, and the secondary build is the build for Schlieffen.
I mean, I have enough commander XP to retrain for Schlieffen, so I might do that.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
All right. So, guys, I'm going to put a poll up. You all can tell me which replays from today are going to YouTube. We've got Mines, Raptor Rescue. We've got The Kid. We're calling that one the Gladius. Friedrich Schultz. Now, this was a co-op game from Cthulhu. I called that one Opportunities. Tiger 59. We're going to call that one, like, Use Force or Use the Force, whatever. Schlieffen.
I was wrong. This is, in fact, Starscream, who is another Transformer commander for the German Navy.
Yes, Starscream is also German. I apologize, I didn't think about Starscream too. You failed me yet again, Starscream.
So the front, it has a 60 millimeter icebreaker bow and then 27.
Yeah, I thought it was cruiser above it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, so there is a poll up right now. You've got 5 minutes to vote for which replay or replays you feel should make it to YouTube. Which ones were helpful for you? Which ones were useful for learning? Vote for them. It doesn't matter if it's a co-op game or a random battle. If it's something that you learned something from, put it up there because it might help somebody else who is trying to play those ships, okay? And I realized I was talking during the, and doing all this during your recap, Big O. Frankly, there's not much to talk about here. We've kind of did all that already, so.
Just let the secondary speak for himself.
That's right. Secondaries go brute.
Schlieffen's whole line and even Royson's line, he's great for the secondaries.
See,
the only difference is Schlieffen's line is not outspotted by Preußen's line. If that makes sense.
Also, if I remember right, Preußen doesn't need IFHE as much.
Preußen doesn't, but Gneisenau through Bismarck, yes. Bayern too, if you want to include that.
Gneisenau shouldn't. Gneisenau's 128.
Oh no,
so
no, you're right. You're right.
But you're right though with the 5 and up. Now if you get the Kurfürst does 128s as well, so you can get away with no IFHE on Kurfürst specifically.
Kurfürst, Preußen, and Mecklenburg. Otherwise, anything outside of those. Yep. And Odin.
Cobra 5.0 asked me an important question. And Cthulhu... Oh, sorry. I keep calling you Cthulhu Vigo. I'm sorry. But thank you for saying the replay. I think at this point we've kind of covered it. Cobra, he asked me a question. Am I going to be streaming tomorrow? It's Canada Day. I will not be streaming tomorrow during the daytime. I'm going to be working tomorrow during the daytime. But I do plan to Cthulhu on the Brain. Kinky. I do plan on streaming tomorrow night because Sith Kitten and Captain Vices are home. And it looks like they want to do some Civ 6. So